But I want you guys to know that sometimes we feel like we're alone, and we're not alone. Especially from spirit side, because your loved ones are always with you and around you. And you don't need me to connect with your loved ones. You don't need a medium. They're with you, loving you, supporting you, guiding you, always. But I want you guys to know that sometimes we feel like we're alone, and we're not alone. Happy Wednesday, you guys. Come on in. How are you guys doing today? I'm excited to be here. And there's Libby. All right. As I'm waiting for you guys to go along on, remember fake profiles. I'll never reach out. I'll never direct message. I'll never solicit for a reading, guys. So please be aware of that on all the platforms. We are live here on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Stacy's in the background. So I'll say hi, Stacy. I see Allie's on as well, and Dawn. They do the recapping, guys. So we appreciate you. Thank you. And my sister's on as well. She's underneath me. Jen, if you could say hi, that would be great. I appreciate it. And Allie's also on TikTok. So I see Ali on TikTok. So hi. I appreciate you. Thank you. And you guys want to see Livy? Come here. Come over here, baby. She's been like really barky today. So she starts barking at her. She's boisterous today. There you go. Yeah. Can I kiss? Oh, thank you. That's it. Sweet girl. All right. If you're new, say new, drop it in the chat. This is a beautiful community, guys. So if you have any questions, somebody will answer them for you. Yay. All right. So real quickly, events. July 19th, Saturday, July 19th, we're back at Anderson Winery. So if you want to go, grab your tickets, you guys, okay? And then October of 2026 is the Harmony and Healing Cruise. It's the Voyage After Loss. So there's the cruise event for that. All that information is on my website, firehousemedium.com. So if you guys want information as well as in-person readings, Zoom, phone, and I do travel for many groups as well. All that information is on my website. And Amanda's on here as well, and she's heading up the cruise. So if you guys have any questions about it, just reach out to her. All right, you guys ready to get started? So I'm gonna explain the process and how I work, and then let's have a good night tonight, you guys. And if you can, I appreciate if you please share the page. Share the page. All right, so you guys know this process mediumship is about love. So your loved ones aren't going to come through and judge you and point fingers at you. That's not how this works. How I work when your loved ones come through, they'll go back in a shared memory. This could be years ago, as well as current events. So you know that they're with you and around you. I do get names and dates, you guys. I could be off by the name, but not the initial it starts with or what the name may sound like. So just remember, especially for once we're live with you on the phone, you're like, that's not my loved one's name. They could be highlighting somebody still here living or themselves or whom that they're with that they're bringing to my awareness. First or middle names. I usually don't get a last name unless it's a unique last name. Okay. And I'm known for random and quirky things. I love those things because you can't look it up or make it up, whether it's a shared memory from years ago or it's a current event going on in your life. Okay. I love those things. You're like, why are they bringing this so random? But I get it, guys. It just lets you know this is how much they see you, they're with you, and they're around you. Okay. Also, once I get you on the phone, just be open to the process because your loved ones that's coming through could bring other loved ones, and as well as you could be passing along a message to another family member, a coworker, boss, because we're all connected. And if there's things that once I get you live that you don't understand, I really encourage you to write it down because typically 99.9% of the time you're going to get it later for a couple reasons. For one, you're in the hot seat, and it's hard to think when you're in the hot seat, so it's a lot to process. So I encourage you guys to jot it down. So this is spirit led. We're here on Facebook, and it is spirit led, meaning that your loved ones connect, and then I'll give you information. You have to understand all of it, not some of it or part of it, unless you feel like it's for somebody else. Then just let me know that in the chats. I'll hone in on who I'm with, and then we'll get you live on the phone and see what happens. Go from there. Easy enough, you guys. So I already have spirit here for a while. So I mean, I'm trying to rush to hurry to get through this so we could get started because she's been here for a hot second. So I do have a motherly energy. So when I say mom, a mom, grandma, aunt, or mother-in-law, she's making. So I know this is a common name, but I'm hearing Mary, but it's three times. So there's a Mary connection, but times three, meaning the name has been handed down, first name or middle name. But I know Mary three times. She's now this is key, guys. She's also making reference. So you were either just it's kind of personal, but she makes me feel like you were just dealing with like credit card fraud or on the phone about a credit card. This is how she makes me feel. And she's also referenced like stomach and bowel issues, stomach, bowels, colon. There's that issue as well. So the mom energy, mom, grandma, aunt, mother-in-law. I'm hearing the name Mary, but it's three times. So I know that the name's handed down, but she makes me feel three times. She's referencing like stomach issue, bowel issues, or colon. And this is key, guys. You were just doing something with a credit card, either on the phone with them or trying to dispute something with a credit card or a fraud. There's that connection. So if you understand everything I just said, say yes, credit card. That is key, guys. You have to understand all of it, unless you feel like it's for somebody else. But I know there's this credit card, so say yes, credit card, and then again, I'll hone in on home with, and we'll get you live on the phone. Yeah, she's already sleeping. She's on a charging station. So again, guys, if you understand everything, so the mom energy coming to my awareness, mom, grandma, aunt, mother-in-law. I know there's a stomach, bowel, colon. There's that issue. She makes me feel. I'm hearing the name Mary times three. So there's three Marys. The name's handed down. I do know that. She makes me. There's a credit card connection. So you either just on the phone or dealing with credit card fraud. There's that connection. So again, if you understand everything, say yes, credit card, please. And I may have missed you. So say if you said it, say it again. And I don't know if my feed is going too slow. Amy Fee, put your number in the chats, please, with the dashes. So Amy Fee. What's the matter? So somebody said their feed isn't moving. I feel like it's kind of going slow. There we go.
Has been forwarded to voicemail.
Ruh-roh. So Amy. Is it going slow, you guys? All right, Amy, I want to try you one more time, my friend. Hi, Amy.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Is it okay if I work with you live?
Yes.
Okay, so I do have a mom energy coming to my awareness. When I say mom, grandma, aunt, or mother-in-law, she makes me feel like stomach issue, bowels. This could be colon as well. Does that resonate?
Yes.
Okay, and then I'm hearing the name Mary, but it's three times, so that I know that the name is handed down.
My daughter's name is Marcella, handed down.
Nope.
So I'm not sure.
This would be Mary 3 times. So there's 3 times.
No, the only
Okay. So
thing I could think of is
okay.
Marcella.
Okay, hang on. And I saw your name twice, and I was drawn to you the first time, and that's why I said put your number in the chats again. And then when I saw you again, so let me get some more because I know there's a Mary 3 times. So would you also understand the credit card fraud or the credit card dealing with that?
Paying something with a credit card recently, yes.
Okay. And there's also like working in education or school.
Yes.
Okay. And also, if you have a partner or a spouse, think on that side of the family, even an ex. But I know there's and I keep going over this, but I know there's a Mary 3 times.
Okay.
And then I also know September or the 9th of any month is important. Birthday, anniversary, or passing.
Yes.
Okay. So you'd understand all of that. You understand
September.
everything except for Mary.
Yes.
Okay. And then also,
September is our
I'm sorry,
September is our anniversary.
your anniversary.
Yes. Mine.
Okay. And gosh, I know there's a Mary 3 times. So again, think on your spouse's side as well.
My husband has a cousin named Mary, but I don't know if it was handed down.
Okay. It could be like a first or middle name, but I'll leave that. You can find that out later. Okay.
Okay.
Now, this is really random as well, but were you doing something with Q-tips?
I need more. I'm out of my little container I keep them in.
Okay. So were you having a conversation with yourself about this? Like, oh, I need to go get more Q-tips.
Yes, I was thinking it.
Okay. I love when they bring this up and it's so random, but it lets you know this is how much that for one that I am with you and two that this is how much they're with you. Even if you're thinking about it, nobody else knows it. Your loved ones know. Now I'm also hearing congratulations on the vehicle. So there's either like a used vehicle or a new vehicle.
Not for at least I've had my car for 2 years now.
Nope, and it's the black vehicle.
Our black truck we have, but it's not new.
Mm-mm. So just know how this is coming through. Again, you may not know this, so just what you don't know, just I encourage you to write it down because you'll get it later. Because know how your,
Okay.
your loved ones when they come through, they could be highlighting, family still here. So I'm hearing like a new vehicle, and I know it's black.
All right.
Okay.
I'm hoping one's coming.
Okay. So are you guys talking about getting a new vehicle?
I had a new vehicle and then not by my control, I wrecked it. And ever since then, I've wanted it and I hint all the time, I'm ready to get a new car. I'm ready to get a new, better SUV than I have. So, yes, we do talk about it often.
Okay, because I'm hearing congratulations. So that is coming. And I'm being shown the color black. I'm not making you get black, but I'm being shown the color black.
Fine.
I don't know if that's your preference, your vehicle of color preference, but
If I don't like white, it gets dirty too much. So,
but I am being shown black. Now again, this is another random thing, but I'm also being shown pigs.
pigs.
Who either raised pigs, has pigs, or likes pigs?
My coworker has pigs.
Okay, were you
I mean,
just in conversation about this?
oh, we joke about her. She has a sanctuary. So we joke about her every day that we're going to come over and play with all her animals.
Okay, again, it's just her way of coming through. Like I'm still here and I'm with you. Now she's also making reference to like either going to get photos taken, like a professional photography, or there's a camera connection, but not like a phone camera. This would be like a nice camera.
I mean, I was just on the phone talking to someone because we just booked a trip and we talked about pictures that will be taken
Okay, professionally.
by a Disney worker, like the cast members. So yes,
Okay. That's fine.
yes.
That's fine.
I mean, I guess I'm not professional, but they do that every day.
Okay. And can I get personal with that?
Yeah,
Were you looking at flights and then either changed your mind or changed something with a flight? There's a flight connection with this.
we booked our flights last night for our trip.
Okay. Did you look at something and then you changed your mind and booked somewhere else? There's
Mm, in April, we changed flights, but that trip has been taken already.
but you changed your flight. No, I don't want to make it fit. I'd rather be wrong. I'm gonna just leave
And
that there.
then in May, we came home from a vacation, and our flight home was changed.
So this
Different
so
airplane.
so this was a different vacation,
This is
but
a different trip
but
than the one I'm planning right now.
okay, but it just happened. Well, obviously
Yes.
it's May. It's still May. Okay. And then I know there's a Sha sounding name like Sharon, Shannon, Sheila. There's that Sha. Still here living.
Mm, I'm not thinking about that one.
Okay, I'll leave that there. Just remember how this is coming through, my friend. Do you have any questions?
I don't think so.
You sure?
Would be that I would be hearing from my grandma. So
I'm sorry. I didn't catch that.
it would be my grandma coming through is who I'm thinking. So
Yeah,
I'm not coming together with a name right now.
that's okay. Remember, names or dates, they could be highlighting somebody here still living or themselves or whom that they're with, but that Sha sounding name is still here living. So it'll be like Shannon, Sheila, Shane. There's that sounding name still here living. So I'll leave that there. What you don't know, you'll get it later.
All
Okay.
right.
All right.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
Wait, hold on before we head out. I'm also being shown like real estate. So is there a move?
No, not anytime soon.
Okay. I know you're thinking with yourself, but in your immediate circle, in your family, she makes me feel like there's a move, like selling, buying. There's that connection.
No, my sister-in-law is taking over her house soon. She's going through a divorce.
She's taking over your
Ye-
grandma's house.
No, her house that she lives in. That her husband will be moving out, but she's staying there. That's the only move.
Yeah, I don't. I
I guess.
don't. Again, I don't want. I don't want to make it fit. I don't think that's it. So just know how this is coming through. What you don't understand, it'll come to you later. Okay, my friend.
Okay.
All right. I leave the love
All
with you.
right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. Let's send her good vibes and love, and she'll get her what she doesn't understand later. All right, guys. I'm gonna go off into another. Yes, Livy is. She is. You can kind of see her. She's like, what? She's peeking. Yay. She's so tired. She's been like really barky today and at every little noise. Goofy girl, my baby. Anderson Winery, Saturday, July 19th. And as well as the cruise event 2026, October of 2026, you guys. So again, all that information's on my website, firehousemedium.com. If you have any questions about the cruise, just Amanda's on as well. So if you just hit her up and she'll answer any questions that you may have. All right. I'm gonna go off into another read, guys. Okay. I do have a father energy coming to my awareness. When I say father, grandfather, uncle, or father-in-law, I know I'm hearing the name. There's an F sounding name like Frank, Frida, Francis. I know there's that Fra sounding name. So again, guys, names or dates, they could be highlighting somebody still here living, themselves, or whom that they're with that they're bringing to my awareness. But I know there's an F sounding name. I also know he makes me feel. I know that there's a military connection as well. So, and I know there's a son because he's or the grandson. There's a son, the boy, because he's saying son. So this could be a son or the grandson. I know there's that connection. And he's also referencing the head. So this would be like Alzheimer's, stroke, something head related is how he makes me feel. So the gentleman that's coming to my awareness is a father energy. So father, grandfather, uncle, father-in-law, the head connection, like Alzheimer's, stroke, dementia. That's how he makes me feel. There's an F sounding name. So guys, remember, names or dates, they could be highlighting somebody here, themselves, or whom they're with. And you have to understand everything that's coming through, guys, unless you feel like it's for somebody else. But I know there's that F sounding name, like Frank, Francis. I also know October or the 10th of any month. Birthday, anniversary, or passing is important. And also know there's a military connection. I feel like it's twice, though. There's a military connection twice. And he's also referencing the son. So this would be like the son or a grandson or son-in-law, but I'm hearing son. So I know there's that connection. And this is really like you just had chocolate, like a chocolate brownie or a chocolate cake. There's that, like you just had it. Like that's like a current thing. So let me recap real quick, you guys. So the father energy coming to my awareness, father, grandfather, uncle, father-in-law. He makes me feel the head. So this would be like stroke, dementia, Alzheimer's. There's that connection. I know there's an F sounding name like Frank, Francis. That sounding name. I know October or the 10th of any month is important. Birthday, anniversary, or passing. I know there's a military connection. I feel twice. There's a son connection or grandson, son-in-law. There's that connection. And you just had chocolate cake. This is like a cakey, like a brownie or a cake, but you just had it. So you guys remember, understand everything, not some of it or part of it, all of it, unless you feel like it's for somebody else. So everything I just listed off, you could check mark every single one of those. So if you could check mark everything that I said, the Alzheimer's, stroke, dementia, there's that connection. There's a son connection. There's a military connection twice. Um, Also October or the 10th of any month, and you just had a brownie or a chocolate cake. You just had it. So if you understand everything, say yes, chocolate. And then again, a hone in on whom with, we'll get you on the phone. And yes, please, if you guys don't put any additional information, because if I do go live with you, I want it to be organic. This chocolate cake is making me hungry. Now I want, see, now you want chocolate, right? All right. Um, it seems like the feed's going slow and then it goes really fast. Tracy Myers, can you put your number in the chat, please, with the dashes? So Tracy Myers. No, DC pin. And you guys, I want you to know that if I don't call on you or any of those things, I want you to know, I say this all the time, that your loved ones are with you and around you, loving you, guiding you, supporting you. And I know you come back, you're loyal, and you may get discouraged, but just keep coming back. You just never know. Just keep coming back.
Hello?
Hello, Tracy.
Yes.
Hi, it's Teresa. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's okay if I work with you live?
Yes.
Okay, so I do have a father energy coming into my awareness when I say father, father, grandfather, uncle, or father-in-law. He's making reference to like the head, so it'd be like Alzheimer's, stroke, or dementia. Okay.
Yep.
And he's also referencing an F sounding name, so it'd be like Frank or Francis. There's that.
Yep. That's my father's name.
That's your father's name. Okay.
His name was Francis, and everybody called him Frank.
Okay, and that would be. And he's also referencing the son. So there's either the son or a grandson. There's that connection as well.
Well, he has grandsons, and my husband, who is his son-in-law, just passed 7 months ago. So I was thinking maybe it was him with him.
Okay, hold on. This would be your husband.
Yes.
That's why I said it could be a son, grandson, or son-in-law. I'm glad you said that. So thank you. And then would you also understand October or the 10th of any month, birthday, anniversary, or passing?
Yes.
Okay. And then, my friend, I know there's a military connection, but I feel twice.
Well, he was in the army, and he was very proud of it. He talked about it all the time, and every meal, his brother was in it, his father was in it, everybody.
Okay. Because he makes me feel. And your husband was not in the military?
No.
Okay. I feel like it's everybody's in it. I know what you're saying, but I feel like it's 2 times, but I feel like it's in a different way. So let's see if we come back to that.
Okay.
And you just had
Well,
chocolate.
he was in the guards too.
Oh, he was.
The Yeah, after like, the thing you do after you get out of the service for a
Okay.
while.
Okay. Because twice, because he makes you feel it twice. So if this is with him, if he was in okay,
Yes.
twice, then that's fine. Because he makes you feel twice. So thank you for that. Now you
Hmm.
just had chocolate, like it's like a chocolate cake or a brownie.
Yeah, I had ice cream with brownie chunks in it.
I love that. All right. All right, my friend. With your husband, because he's making reference to the son connection. With your husband, was somebody not able to say goodbye?
Yes,
Okay, because he makes it
none of us were.
like a quick or unexpected pat, or like not able to say goodbye.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I don't feel real old with your husband when he made his
No, he
transition.
wasn't.
I
He
don't.
wasn't.
Okay. And then he's also referencing 2 kids.
2 kids. Well, there, he had 3, and we have 3, but
Okay.
there's more than 2.
Okay. So this would be where's he's highlighting 2 girls.
He has 3 girls.
Nope.
My son has 2 girls.
Hang on. Okay, let me get you there. So he's referencing 2 kids. You're saying no,
Mm-hmm.
which absolutely tell me no, but then he's
Okay.
also showing me 2 girls. One of the girls is going through a more difficult time than the other. So does that help narrow that down for you?
Mm, not yet. I mean, out of so I have 2 sisters other than myself, and one of them is, but I don't know why he would say just 2.
No, I don't feel like that's it. Can I get personal?
Sure.
Okay, is somebody seeking like therapy or like supportive therapy?
Yes.
Okay, where's the 2 girls connection with this?
It could be my daughter and my granddaughter.
Okay, because he's saying the 2 girls, he's getting me there, and then he makes me feel like supportive therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and there's a I almost gonna say this looks like a puppet, but is there like a stuffed animal elephant?
I don't. I can't place that.
Okay, find out.
Okay.
Fi- Find out, okay? Because he's showing it to me, and it almost looks like a puppet, but I feel like it's like a stuffed animal. So you could find that out later. I
Okay.
know this is a common name, but I'm hearing Mike. Where's the Mike connection?
Right. Um. I don't. I work with somebody named Mike before. Like he's comes in and out, but
Mm-mm.
and again, I'm it's like spur of the moment, so I don't know, Mike.
When you say spur of the moment,
No.
like you're meaning like you're in the hot seat.
Yes, yes, yeah.
That's okay. Just know how this is coming through. Now he also
Mhm.
makes me feel. Was there like a celebration or like two ceremonies or two celebrations
Around like
like around him or
Reese.
in honor of him? Like
Yeah.
he makes me feel like there's
Yes.
two celebration or
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
So just what you don't understand, and just write it down, my friend. Okay, I promise you
Mhm.
you will get it later. Do you have
Yep.
do you have any questions?
No, I was hoping it was my husband coming through with him, but maybe it was.
Well, with your husband, was there a quicker unexpected passing?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand October or the 10th of any month?
Yes, but it doesn't have to do with his passing.
Okay, what's the October connection?
My daughter's having a baby in October.
So this is important. This is important of how your loved ones come through. Like they're going to
Mhm.
highlight things that are going on that you don't understand.
Mhm.
Please remember this like puppet or the stuffed animal elephant
I will.
because it's the father energy that's coming through and bringing your husband to my awareness that
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
And I know
Yep.
there
Maybe it's
I know
yeah.
there's a mic connection. Still here living.
Mike still here living.
You'll get don't rack your brain about it. You'll get it later. All right. Now
Yeah.
as your
I've
husband
had
go ahead.
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say when I've had a reading with you before, and later on, I was like, oh my god, like some of the things I didn't understand, and you were saying like a name, and you kept saying Phil, and I was like, no, I don't know. And then later on, I was telling my daughter, and she goes Finn, and my grandson Finn was with me when he died.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Again, you know this, so just write that down, my friend, okay?
Yep.
All right. You take care of you, all right?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. All right, you guys, let's send her lots of love. Please and thank you. All right, let's see. Beautiful communicator. You guys are amazing. Amazing. All right, guys, I'm going to go off into another read. I do have a mom energy coming to my awareness. With the mom energy that's coming to my awareness, she makes me feel like there's like emphysema, COPD, emphysema. And it doesn't necessarily have to be from smoking. So that's not what I'm saying. But I know as she's connecting with me, there's like difficulty breathing, COPD, emphysema. And I want to say there's a Liz or Elizabeth connection. So, guys, remember names or dates. They could be highlighting somebody still here living, themselves, or whom that they're with that they're bringing to my awareness. All right. So please remember that. So the mom energy I'm not getting cancer, guys. I don't feel like it's lung cancer. That's not what I'm getting. What I'm getting is like COPD or emphysema, difficulty breathing. But I'm not getting that cancer connection. So I don't feel like there's a cancer connection, guys. So I don't feel like it's that. I'm also hearing it's like Liz or Elizabeth. Liz, I know there's that connection. And she feels really classy to me as she's connecting with me. Like when she was still here physically, like she's a classy lady. That's how she makes me feel. And there's a fur coat or a fur coat. What do I know? I was gonna say a fur scarf, but I feel like this is a fur coat. So the mom energy, guys. Mom, grandma, aunt, mother-in-law. She makes me feel like difficulty breathing. This could be emphysema or COPD. There's that connection or congestive heart failure. There's that connection. I know this is difficulty breathing, but she feels classy to me. So you would know her as classy. So when she was still here living, she was classy. She's also showing me a fur coat. So either you know it, you have it. There's a fur coat connection. And there's Elizabeth or like Liz or Elizabeth. So remember, names or dates, here, themselves, or whom they're with. And guys, don't give me any information in the chats, please. Just, I'll let you know what to say before I call on you. So, but don't give me any information, please and thank you. So, the mom energy, chest, difficulty breathing, like COPD, emphysema. I know I'm hearing like, it sounds like Elizabeth, like Liz, Elizabeth. She feels classy. So when she was here, I just feel classy with her. And she's making reference to this fur coat. So I know there's a fur coat connection. I also know August or the 8th of any month is important. So August is the 8th month. So it's the 8th of any month or the month of August, birthday, anniversary, or passing. So guys, if you understand everything I just said, say yes, fur coat. I'll hone in on home with and we'll get you on the phone. Ugh, she's still over there. She's not talking to me. I don't know if you guys can see her. Let's see. Kelly Elder. Can you put your number in the chats with the dashes in, please? So Kelly Elder. Here we go. You know what? Kelly, I just saw. I think I called the wrong number. Oh boy.
Hello?
Kelly? Hello?
Hello?
Is this Kelly?
This is.
Kelly. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness.
I'm so sorry.
I don't know if that was you or me.
I think it was me.
There was a 5 in front of that 0.
I was so excited. It's like, oh.
And I saw you put the second number in. I'm like trying to hurry up and end the call. Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyways, so all right, my friend, is it okay if I work with you live?
Yes.
Okay. So I do have a mom energy coming into my awareness. When I say mom, grandma, aunt, or mother-in-law. Kelly, she makes me feel like difficulty breathing. So this would be like emphysema or COPD. But I know there's
Yes.
difficulty breathing. And I'm also, she makes me, she feels classy to me. So when she was here physically, she makes me feel like she was a classy lady.
Yes.
And there's a fur coat connection.
Yes.
Okay. Would you remember, was there more than one fur coat?
More than one. Yes.
Okay. Was one of them like a black or dark in color?
Yes.
Okay. And then the name Elizabeth or Liz, Elizabeth, there's that connection.
Yes.
Okay. And then she's also referencing 3 girls.
Yes.
And all 3 are different.
Oh, yes.
You're like, oh, yes.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm not claiming them. They're all different. That's fine. And you know what she's showing me is they loved ones love to talk about food, but it's like a jello with like a pretzel mixture. So it's like a crust of like pretzel
Yes.
and then the jello. Does that resonate?
Yes.
Okay. And there's a seafood connection like Red Lobster.
Yes.
What's that connection for you?
When she was at the hospital, we went to go get her food, but we stayed to eat at the restaurant and then brought it to her, and she was not a happy camper. It took so long.
And this was Red Lobster?
Yes, it was.
Okay. As long as you understand. Now, my friend, can I get personal with you?
Yes.
She makes me feel like going over finances. So were you going over like with a financial advisor or going over like finances
Yes.
or retirement finances? That's how she makes me
Oh,
feel.
yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now there's a Macy.
Macy.
Excuse me.
That one's not coming to me, but I can write it down. Oh, maybe was she? Is it like a person, Macy, or like the store, like Macy's?
It could be. All I'm hearing is Macy. So whether it could be the store or it could be a person. That's why I just got quiet because I'm asking her. And I'm like, okay, be more specific. So do you understand Macy?
I do. I do.
And was she known to wear like red lipstick?
She did have her favorite, like it was a darkish pink red lipstick she would put on. Yes.
Okay. Okay. And then she's also showing me used cars. So is there like a used car lot?
Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, her granddaughter we got her a car, but it was used, but
Okay. So this just happened?
it was a little bit ago, but not like really long ago.
Okay. And she wanted the white vehicle?
Yes. Oh, yes, you did want a white one, but we
Okay.
ended up having to get black.
That's fine. That's fine. I just want her to be specific, and so this is your loved one coming through. Now, I'm also hearing the
Mhm.
name. This is either Daniel or Danielle.
Yeah, that's my dad.
Past.
Yes.
There's a cancer connection with father.
Yes.
Then he's coming to my awareness as well.
Oh,
He also, as he's connecting with me, he makes me feel. Are you looking into family or looking into ancestry?
oh my God, yes.
He's telling me to tell you to keep looking.
I will. I will.
Because he makes me feel like you're finding out like interesting information.
Yes. Yes.
And again, as I feel as your father's connected, I feel like he's a real humble guy,
Yes.
and he was known to have that grin.
Oh, yes, he was.
And he's also making reference to the glasses. So there's like either you have his glasses or there's glasses.
Yes.
Wait, are these like I was gonna say wire glasses, but it's real thin.
Yeah, like like glasses you would wear to see.
Yes,
Yeah.
but the glasses they're almost like they look like they're wire or they're like real thin.
Yeah, hers were real small. Yep.
Okay. Okay. And then he's also showing me, I feel like what he's showing me is copper, like copper.
Teresa, you kind of cut out. I can hear you said it. He's showing you, but it just cut out.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can,
Okay.
can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Hello?
Oh shoot, this is
Yeah, we can hear you.
it's
Can
like
you hear me?
going into like crazy mode. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
It almost sounds like a robot. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
trying to
you're
see if I
no,
move if it makes it better.
no. It might be me. Can you hear me?
Okay, now I can hear you.
You can hear me now. Okay.
Yes.
So what he's showing me is like copper. So there's a copper connection. So were you doing something with copper?
Teresa, I am so sorry. It is
No.
like going on. It almost sounds like you're like it's like a computer sound almost on my phone.
Okay. So can you hear me? Or no? Can you hear me at all?
I am so sorry.
Do
This
not,
is
don't be sorry. Can you hear me? Here.
I wonder if
Let me do
I'm
this.
so
Do not be. I want to make sure you could hear me.
yeah, it's coming through just
Look,
it just sounds
okay,
like almost like a robot.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna hang up with you, and I'm gonna call you right back. Okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna call you right back. All right. Let me. Technical problems. Hang on, guys. All right. Let's do this one more time.
Hello?
How's that?
Oh my gosh, there you are. It sounded like a robot.
No, it's okay. It happens. It happens. It's technology. I just disconnected from Bluetooth and reconnected. So, all right. So,
Okay.
what your father's showing me, the motherly energy is coming through, the father energy is coming through. He's showing me copper. So, did you melt something, or is there something being melted, or there's like it looks like copper to me.
Copper.
So, it looks like that, or that copper color. So, like pennies, but I feel like it's being melted or blended together. There's that connection.
I have to think about that. I remember him something he would do in I've got to think about it, but I'd have to ask somebody.
Okay, that's fine. You just write that down and just remember that. Now,
Okay.
as your father's connecting me, I'm hearing the name Ron. Is there a Ron? Ronnie,
Trying to
Ronald,
think what
Ron. So remember, they could be highlighting somebody still here living or themselves or whom that they're with.
Okay.
I know I don't want to get stuck on names or dates. However, it's still part of the process. So just write down the copper and then write down the name Ron. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then he's also showing me a hard hat. So is there like working in a mill or working somewhere where you're needing a hard hat?
That's my husband. Yep.
Okay. Still here living though, correct?
He's still here with us. Thank goodness.
Yes. Then you're like, thank goodness. Now, your father's also showing me like driving truck or driving across country. What's this connection?
Mm, we were talking about that once we retired, driving across and eating a lot of barbecue. I don't know if that's it.
Oh, you guys gonna like drive a truck?
Yeah, we were gonna get in somewhere and just drive and find barbecue all over the USA.
Okay. And then also with your father, there's March or the 3rd of any month, birthday, anniversary, or passing.
That's my husband. That's his birthday.
That's his birthday.
Mhm.
Okay. And then your husband likes to work on vehicles, or was he working on a vehicle?
He's got one that he needs to finish working on. Yep.
We're not making him do anything. So again, it's just a
No,
fact.
no. But he
Oh,
would always tell him, you got to get out there and get that done someday, which he will.
that's fine. That's fine. And then as your father's coming through, he's highlighting the son. So there's a son or grandson that he's highlighting.
Yes.
That son or that grandson passed.
Yes.
Like in no time to say goodbye.
No, no.
Okay. And then with your father coming through, that's the cancer connection.
Yes, he's the Cancer. Yes.
He also makes me feel like difficulty breathing.
Yes, he had cancer and he had COPD.
Okay. Because he makes me feel like he's with the son or the grandson. You would understand?
Yes.
Because he makes me
He's,
feel
yep, he's with his son. Yep,
his son. Okay.
yep.
And I also know there's a connection to a guitar or like a ukulele guitar.
Yes.
Okay. And did you have any questions around the son? That would be wait, that's your connected to you. That's your brother?
It's my brother. Yes, there was definitely questions around that.
Okay. Can I get personal?
Absolutely.
I feel like there's a gap. So when I feel like there's a gap, either this is a geographical distance or didn't have communication prior to his
Yes.
passing. Like there was no communicate, or you guys didn't communicate very much.
Yeah, both. He was far away and there wasn't a ton of communication. That's correct.
Okay, as your brother's connecting with me, he makes me feel, are you looking up paperwork, or I feel like you're researching.
Yes. Yes.
And there's Kathy. Where's the Kathy connection?
Could it be Cassie?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's his daughter, my
That's
brother's daughter.
okay. Because he's showing me like question marks around his passing, or there's unanswered questions. As long as you understand that.
Yeah, we weren't sure if how it happened, if he did it or if somebody did something or whatever.
Okay. And I'm not getting like how he made his transition. He's not giving me that information. But what I do know
Sure.
is that he's coming through. He's good. You're not.
Oh, good. Yes.
You're not. You miss him here physically, and of course those unanswered questions, but he's good. Now,
That's good.
Cassie, his daughter, did she just get another dog?
I'd have to check on that. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, find out, because the way he makes me feel like there's either like fostering a dog or a dog rescue. There's a connection
Okay.
there somehow, and maybe just find out. And again, those are the best when you find those out later.
Yes.
Huh. And key lime pie.
Key lime pie. Okay.
What is that? Who loves
I'm not 100%. Is that coming from the brother?
No, it would be
My
coming.
brother?
It's the motherly energy's coming through. Your father's coming through, and then your brother's coming through. So I know there's a connection to key lime pie.
The key lime pie. Well, we love any kind of pie, so it's it's hard to say.
Just remember I'm saying that, and I feel like
Sure.
this is a current event. So just write that down and maybe find out from
Okay.
family. All right. And do you have
All right.
any questions?
I guess with my mom's passing, because she was the most recent. I mean, she's there and okay, and everybody's there, and it just was like, even though she was sick, it happened so fast.
Right. And that's the number one question I get asked. For one, okay, are they all together and are they good? Absolutely, they're good. You're not. You missed them here physically. Now, you're with your mom. Was there like difficulty breathing?
Yes.
And that's the first motherly energy that was coming through.
Yes.
So the motherly energy, your father's coming through, your brother's coming through. Okay, your mom is showing me the number 6. So were you with mom for like 6 days, or what's the 6 connection with mom?
I'd have to go back and think of the days. It could possibly be 6 days, Or she was born in June. That's her birthday is June, and my brother's birthday as well.
Oh, so that's the 6 connection because she's showing me the number
Mhm.
6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I feel with your mom a bit feisty.
Oh yeah,
little,
yes,
she's a
she
little
is.
feisty. And
Yes,
she makes me feel your brother passed first and then your mom had made her transition.
yes.
Okay. And you don't understand the name Ron?
My dad's name was Donald, Don,
Okay. I would
but I can't think of Ron.
Yeah, I would definitely get Donald. I know that name. That's not what I was getting,
Okay.
but I definitely want to honor that. But this is Ron. I'll leave it there.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. Your dad is bringing up the lunchbox.
The lunchbox.
You know those old time metal lunchboxes?
Yes, he had a. Yes, we used to love to play that with that when we were kids. It was a blue lunchbox.
Okay, so I feel like there's a connection with Ron. So I'll just leave what you don't understand. You'll get it later, my friend. Okay.
Okay,
All
sounds
right.
good.
All right. I leave the love with you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Take care.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye. All right, guys. Let's send her lots of love, please, please, and thank you. Yay. Oh my gosh, it's 9 o'clock already. Where does the time go? So Saturday, July 19th, we're back at Anderson Winery, guys. If you grab your tickets, that event always sells out. So if you plan on going Saturday, July 19th, grab your tickets. Also, the information for the cruise, October of 2026, the cruise event, the Harmony and Healing, A Voyage After Loss. Would love to see you guys on that cruise. So again, all that information is on my website, firehousemedium.com, as well as private sessions, in-person, phone, Zoom, and I do travel for many groups. All of that, just go to my website. Remember, guys, I'll never reach out. I'll never direct message. I'll never solicit for a reading. So please be aware of that. If you get anything, it is not me. Just block them, delete them. Thank you to Dawn. Thank you to Stacy. Thank you to Allie. Thank you to my sister Jennifer for recapping. I appreciate you guys. And guys, we're gonna go live here on TikTok and do more readings on TikTok. So if you have TikTok, head over to TikTok, and I will see you guys next week. Am I coming to Lafayette? Possibly in the area. I'm looking into that, guys. So later in the fall, so possibly in the Lafayette area, but I'll let you guys know for sure. All right. So again, guys, head over to TikTok. We'll see you over there. I appreciate you. I'm sending you guys so much love, and we'll see you guys next week.